If you play virtual tabletop together with your friends, you know that it is almost impossible for the game master to prepare every situation that you will face during your adventure. Even with an unlimited amount of time, there is no way to predict all the decisions the players will be making, and of course this isn't necessarily a problem, as those spontaneously made decisions often add a lot of fun to the game. As a game master, on the other hand, it is always great to look well prepared and deliver the highest possible experience to your players. And this is why our latest update is especially for you, because in the newest version of Cibola-8 we added an all-new master interface which will help you to generate assets for all your favorite game systems on Foundry VTT almost on the fly in an entirely new workflow. Let me show you how this works and what you can do with it, but before we start, please make sure that you have our newest update installed and Cibola is activated within your game world. If you did this, you can navigate to the chat window, and here you find a small new Cibola item in the bottom right. This is not only a button, it is also a macro you can add to your hotkeys, so now you have Cibola ready wherever you are. And as soon as you click on it, the new menu will appear. And this menu allows you to generate everything from scratch. So for example, if we need another scene, I can just hover the inner circle, click the generate button, and I now have the option to enter the name of it. For example, I could call this the Tavern by the Road. I can also select a folder to save it, so I don't need a special folder in this case. I'll leave that empty, and then I can click on generate scenes, and what happens next is that I'm directly forwarded to the Cibola generation window. In this case, I could, for example, take an image which I already use in this game, so let's go for this image. I save it here, and of course this isn't a tavern, but now I can work with this image style I have, and therefore I close the image and I go to the sketch function. It's this one, and whenever you use the sketch function, it is important to make sure that you know what you want from it. So there are three options to go. If you use sketch, the general image will be used as a sketch and something quite similar will be drawn. This is comparable to the structure function, which will also use the outlines of the existing image, and style will imitate the style. So now I go for style and I write that I want a tavern by the road, and I generate it. And this is an image I generated earlier, by the way, so let me jump back so I can show you. This was an image I generated as a background, and then I extended this image, so have a look at this result as well. While we use this as a sketch, it added this whole castle and this areas around, so that's also an amazing function. But let's have a look at our result. So this is the tavern we generated, and as you saw, that was quite straightforward and easy to generate that scene. I'm happy with that, so I will close it and I will save this scene, and I'm ready to do the next thing I want to do. So for example, let's now add a character, and again, I do not have to go the way over the actors page to add someone. I could just click on the Cibola button, select the actor and go for generate. And in this case it will be a protagonist, and the folder is again not necessary. Now I should give him a name. I call it the waitress, let's say. And I save this new actor, and again we now have different options to select an image. We could go to the gallery, could pick an image that we already generated. We could go to the community gallery, pick some assets that were generated by someone willing to share it, but of course we can also generate our own image. And as I showed you the sketch function earlier in this video, I will do this again. So I pick a character that I already have, and now I want to explain you the different options with the sketch functions with a bit more detail. So again, if I use the sketch in general, or if I use the structure, it will keep the outline of the image and the rest will be different, so it could completely change the style. And in this case I want the style to match, so I will go to the sketch function and I again go for the style, and I say this should be the waitress of a medieval tavern, and I generate the image. And here she is. The style is fine. She looks a bit sad though. Maybe I can give her a more friendly face. So I could close this and I could go to the replace function. I mark her and I say give her a friendly face and generate the image. Let's have a look. That is much better. So as you see, everything is interchangeable. The result is great though, I guess. So I will save her as well. And I generated a character right from the Cibola menu. Of course, now you could continue working with those items if you even want to improvise further, but I will do another video on possibilities you have from this point. We hope this menu helps you to improvise during your game and gives you more possibilities in unleashing your creativity. I wish you a lot of fun and success using this tool and see you in the next video.